famous Temple Street market here in Yau Ma Tei. Not much going on right now, but at night time this whole street comes alive with hawkers selling lots of things, both to tourists and locals, lots of restaurants. So we've got to come back here at night at some point to check out Temple Street. And here we have the Yau Ma Tei Jade Hawker Bazaar. Jade is that green mineral that you've seen many times before, mined way out in northwest China here, and Chinese people believe it will prolong your life, promotes longevity, so people use it as necklaces. People also have spoons, medicine spoons made out of it, because when you eat from a medicine spoon made of jade, it's going to give you more good luck. And also things like opium pipes back in the day, the mouthpiece was made out of jade, and also lots of other ornaments to have around the house. There we go, jade. Come and check it out at the Hawker Market here. One of the first, if not the first, police station here in Kowloon side of Hong Kong was here at this site in Yam Market. Now this is the second generation police station here. This was built in 1922 and closed down in 2016, although there is still part of it open. If you want to go in and report something, I think there's a reporting station still open there, but most of the building is unused at the moment. It'd be interesting to see what they turn it into. Lots of YouTubers and Instagrammers are outside it throughout the day now taking pictures, as it's such a beautiful old building. It'd be a shame for it to disappear or not be used in a proper way. Back in 1873, the first police station was built here in Yau Ma Tei, right on the waterfront, on the Praya. And there was a big incident back in 1898 when Britain acquired the new territories on a lease from China. The clans rose up for the Six-Day War of 1899, and they had planned to come in their boats down to this site where the old police station was and to take over the old police site. It never actually happened, but it did mean that the British government here in Hong Kong did have to ensure that the police station was reinforced and secure in future. It was the only one, I believe, to be reinforced at the time. So let's have a walk down and see what's south of the police station here. I nearly missed this little gem. When I say little gem, it's big. It is the old Yau Ma Tei market here. I say old, it's still here. Fabulous old building. If you know what year this was built, put it in the comments below. Fabulous old building here on Battery Street. Battery Street, because there used to be a battery just down here. We're going to try and find the old battery in a second, but there we go. Come check it out, Yau Ma Tei Market. And look at that, within the space of 15 minutes, the Temple Street Market has come alive. Let's take a look. It is a cornucopia of nuts, dried fruits, normal fruits, vegetables and everything. Real good place to get your vegetables here and your fruit in Hong Kong. Although we know the best place is the Yam Market fruit market, of course. This ain't bad either. Now, one of the main types of restaurants you get around here are Nepalese restaurants, and that's because since the late 1940s, the British Gurkha Regiment was based here in Hong Kong, up near the border with the mainland, and then after the handover, many of them moved down here towards Yau Ma Tei and settled in this area, hence why there's so many Himalayan Nepalese restaurants and clothes shops around here. Oh, I have just spotted something on the other side of the road. I can't believe this, but hopefully you've all seen the 3-part epic postbox challenge, and who'd have thunk it, but right here on, what are we on? Shanghai Street is a British era postbox, and it's a Queen Elizabeth II. There we go. They are ubiquitous and green all around Hong Kong. And if you haven't checked out the postbox challenge, check it out. Right, onwards and upwards. And actually, right next door to this postbox, I've spotted something else historical. History is all around you, folks. Look, we have the very famous Tak Sang pawn shop since 1953, but the building has got, if you can see that, 1940 on top. Pawn shops are ubiquitous here in Hong Kong. Love to get that word out. We can tell it's a pawn shop because there is a symbol of an upside down bat. Made a few shorts about these before, so if you do see the upside down bat symbol, it is a pawn shop. Again, when people have so much poverty, they need to pawn their items, so they would take their jewellery and other possessions that were kind of expensive into the pawn shop, and they would exchange them for money and hopefully get them back if they had found their fortune. But there we go. Tak Sang pawn shop, they are ubiquitous all over Hong Kong. Check them out next time you're here. Once you know the bat symbol is a pawn shop, you see it all over Hong Kong. And there we go. Within 20 yards or so, we've got another one right here. The Fu Wing pawn shop. Right, let's head down, see if we can find some ecclesiastical buildings now. There's quite a few over here in Hong Kong. Christianity is very much a big religion still here, and I know there are some very old churches, so let's head down the road. The southern end of Temple Street, we've got shops like this, Temple Spice Crabs. That when that opens at night, that is busy, so we'll come back here because it's a totally different place late at night. There we go. Ubiquitous pawn shops everywhere. Very much skirting the edge of Yau Ma Tei here, but on the edge of TST, we've got the Kowloon Bowling Green Club here. Many clubs in this area, lots of tennis clubs. Different nations have clubs, Indian club, Filipino club, so big area for different sports. Kowloon Cricket Club is here as well. Of course, the ex-British sports are still popular here. Bowling, Crown Green bowling, rugby, cricket, football. Although, as we found out this week at my school, very much China seems to be one of the first people to have played the sport where they were kicking things around. So maybe I'll do a bit of research into the origins of football. Maybe my students can help me out. Right, around here there should be some churches and maybe some Portuguese influence. Let's find out. Here we go, an old Portuguese school. I think it was built early 1900s. It housed, it says, the manager of the Kowloon Canton Railway, and it's got a yellow facade, and if you go around Macau, you'll see colours like pink and yellow all over the buildings in Macau. No longer a Portuguese school, unfortunately. It is now being regenerated into something else, but it is a Grade 2 listed building, so come check it out. Here is Kowloon Cricket Club, 1932 it says atop the building. I've still never been in there, but a good friend of mine and colleague I know is a member, so we will take a look in there one day. Right, round the corner, we should find this church. And here it is. This is Kowloon Union Church, built in 1930. One of the earliest interdenominational churches here in Hong Kong. And an interesting fact about this church, in World War II, the Japanese used it as a stable for their horses. Now, here we go. Word of the day is manse, M-A-N-S-E. And manse means the dwelling or home of a pastor or a religious person. And right next to the church, we have the manse here at number 2 Jordan Road. Right, let's get on. Australia Dairy Company here. Now this must be very popular, never been in, but look at the queue. It is going all the way up the street and then around. It's crazy. Must be good. So let's check it out next time. If you do want to find out what it's like inside the Australian Dairy Company, check out this video from Sam from Hong Kong Hoods. I'll put the link to the video in the description below. Right, beautiful. Come across another market here. Tons of markets all over Hong Kong, but especially Kowloon side. We're on the corner of Park Street, and I'm not sure where. Let's have a little look. No, I don't know. Bowring. Ah, Bowring. Yes, Bowring Street. Now, Bowring and Parks, both ex-colonial administrators here in Hong Kong. And a lot of the streets, parks, and other places are named after ex-British governors or administrators from pre-1997. Okay, let's see what's around here. We've got some shoes. Lots of shoes, socks, different types of clothing, some bags as always around here. And there we go, Bowring and Parks. Come out and check out that Australian dairy. Looks good, must be good with a queue like that. It's a Bowring Street here, named after Sir John Bowring. He was considered quite a reformist governor back in 1854. He allowed Chinese citizens in Hong Kong to serve as jurors in trials and also become lawyers. And he's credited with establishing Hong Kong's first public water system here. So doing a lot for the health and well-being of everyone here in Hong Kong. Now, this is, Quon Chung Street. And Quon Chung, translated, literally means government creek. And way back in the early 1800s, the Chinese had a fort here. And let's see if we can try and locate where it might have been. Somewhere down Kwun Chung Street. Just entering King George V Park here. And this apparently, it is thought, was where Lam Chung Fort was, that the Chinese had built pre-British takeover to fight off pirates in the area. Actually a group of Nepalese players here, still speaking Nepalese, many of them born here, but grandsons of ex-Gurkha soldiers that were based here way back in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Again, huge community around here. So this park, George V Park, built on the site of the Lam Chung Fort. It is thought this was a hill, or a shan as they call it in Cantonese. And it opened, I believe, in 1941, this park, just before the Japanese got here. Now, it did used to have a statue of George V in it, George V Park. And then within months, the Japanese took over Hong Kong. And I think they shipped most statues, including this one, over to Japan to melt them down for the war effort. If you know what happened to this one in particular, let me know in the comments. Right, we're going to head around the corner for the last few things on our Yau Ma Tei trip. This is a Sunday, and in Hong Kong on Sunday, the Filipino, Indonesian and other migrant helpers who work here in Hong Kong, it is their day off. So they frequent parks like this and central Hong Kong, gather with friends, play music, play games, share food, and it's a lovely time of year at the moment for the helper community to come out. Not too hot, just the right temperature to have fun, sing a bit of karaoke. So we've come slightly west now, and this is Ferry Street, quite a main thoroughfare here. And this is bordering West Kowloon, where you can catch the high-speed train up to Beijing, Shanghai and other big cities in China. Now, it's called Ferry Street because in the 1930s, when the road was built, it was reclaimed to this point, and then there were ferry piers all along here, including the famous Yau Ma Tei car ferry, so you could catch the car, drive your car from here all the way into central Hong Kong. Since then, we've got 3 tunnels built, and the last one, the Western Tunnel in 1997, from just around the corner, meant that there was no need for these car ferries to go to central. So we're going to head west now to see the final bit of history in this area for today, and that's the Yau Ma Tei Typhoon Shelter. So let's finish off down by the waterside. Let's go. As we walk across to the coast, we can see Hong Kong Island in the background. Now we can see the growth of Yau Ma Tei district, much bigger than it used to be. Now stretches 1.5 kilometers west from where I first joined you earlier today. And now we're at the Yau Ma Tei Typhoon Shelter. Here it is, with some breakwaters. So during that typhoon season, sort of September, October time, August, all the ships out at sea, when a typhoon's due, they come into these type of typhoon shelters here. Now, who'd have thought back in the 1860s, when the Kowloon peninsula was acquired by the British following the Convention of Peking, that they once called this a agricultural valley with 2 streams leading down to a sandy beach. Well, it's a giant metropolis now. If we just look around here, we can see second biggest building in Asia, I think, and just the metropolis it is Hong Kong and what it's become. I hope you've enjoyed traveling around Yau Ma Tei with me. So much history in and around Hong Kong. If you've been enjoying these videos, do like and subscribe, and you can buy me a coffee if you wish. The link is down below. Just remains for me to say thank you for joining me today on Coast Explores, and we'll catch you on the next one.